3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, it's Ryan Cotter with BBMC, welcoming you to the 11th episode of the WheelHouse. I am here with John Lally. John?
Hey everybody, how are we doing today? How you doing, Ryan? How you doing?
I'm good. So we had some technical difficulties earlier. The usual host, Mo Datka, was technically challenged. He could be, but we don't even know where he's at right now. We just hope he's well. If you are, send us a note. Carrier pigeon, smoke signal. Mo, we care about you.
Deeply.
So this is the actual first Rogue WheelHouse podcast, netcast. And so today, first let me see if John has any shout-outs for us.
I do. I always do. A few weeks ago, we talked about a gentleman who was piloting a two-person airplane, crashed as they were taking off. They lost power. This was about a year ago, and he went through all kinds of hell. He got sent home. Finally, he was in the hospital, a bunch of different operations and procedures. He finally got to go home 3 weeks ago, I believe it was, and he's doing very well. Being at home around friends and family is doing him even better. His name is Brody, hashtag Brody Strong. He does have another operation coming up in July on his knees to help with the walking. I guess he's able to walk with crutches or a walker, but he wants to get back up and running. Basically, He's an 18, 19-year-old man who's got a great life ahead of him. We're all in his corner. Brody's strong. Keep fighting the fight. Keep doing good. Keep your head up, and just keep moving along, man. Just keep moving along. That's the one shout-out that I had this week. I just wanted to say that we're still thinking about you, and we're all in your corner. Mr. Cotter, it's all back to you.
Yeah, Brody, our thoughts and our prayers are with you and your family. Get well soon. So taking a little bit of a change from the normal WheelHouse, obviously with the failed Skype attempt. What I'm going to do is introduce a very, very good friend of mine who's come from a long line of success in the financial services industry. He has recently joined BBMC, working with me in the Conlin office. So I'm going to introduce one of my great, great friends, Chad Noyes.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Yeah. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate it.
So, Chad, tell everybody a little about how we know each other and keep it clean. Remember,
I will do my best.
Friends and family here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the internet. It could be like PG-13.
Yeah.
There we go. So, I've actually known Ryan about 20 years, 20 plus years. We'll just say that from way back in college. We were in the same fraternity back at Iowa State University.
I went to college when I was 7. Yes.
That's right. Way back. That's right. We're counting in decades. That's not what we want to be doing. Yeah, and then good friends there. We spent some time in college, and shortly after college, spent some time out in Keystone, Colorado, working together out there.
People don't believe. Let's stop right there and go back to because people don't really believe the jobs that I've had. Like I've told them, like I was a cowboy, right? I've been a construction worker. I pretend I'm a police officer from time to time, and
it's illegal.
And I found that out, but. And then the last thing is that nobody believes this one, is that I was made an honorary chief by the Squamish Nation in Canada, which basically means I make up 4/5 of the village people. And people just don't believe it. So you can at least attest to that is accurate.
Well, I can attest to some of that. I can't attest to all, but I can attest to the cowboy part. Because we worked as cowboys out in Keystone, and that was everything from dealing with the horses, riding the stagecoach, and saying y'all and ma'am and things like that.
Don't forget. Singing rawhide
in
public.
Yes, we were excellent.
Many occasions.
So we did that. We had a good time out there for a short time. We spent some time in Mexico. I was in the travel industry for a number of years, and we did a great job down there taking care of people vacationing. Mm-hmm.
Some would say you were a spring break legend.
Some people may say that, yes. At one point, I was referred to as Chad Cancun.
Yes.
So, again, we don't have time for all the stories.
No time.
But we'd love to share those later.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about your history in financial services and how that transitions nicely into the new career, mortgage banking. How you think it's going to help help your clients and just put it all together in a nice package for us.
Sure, absolutely. Well, I was in financial services primarily insurance and investment work for 10 years. And I've always enjoyed being around money, having it, earning it, spending it, figuring out how to grow it. And I've always watched you be successful with your different real estate business, from the mortgage planning and real estate and all that. And I like the idea of moving into this where we're still involved helping people with their money, making smart choices with the money, whether that's helping them purchase the right properties, understanding everything that goes in with credit. And then I think one value add that I'll add with you and with the BBMC team is really not just talking about mortgage, but really tying everything together. Because I have a great understanding of all the rest of the financial products that go along with that. So hopefully I can help educate the clients related to more than just here's a mortgage, here's your rate, here's how it works.
Yep. One of the things like I try to do, and that's where I think you're going to be extremely effective and helpful, is post-closing, like this is your first step into developing your budget. Because when people buy a house for the first time, they're just winging it, right? Like if they're on a budget, I'm shocked. Right. And so,
Sure.
Going into having a fixed housing payment is kind of like the next step. Like, okay, now you really should kind of like aspire to get on a budget. I forget the statistic, but people that have a budget and follow the budget, it's like a little success story every month. That when they do that and they meet all their objectives, they're extremely happy, right? The people that don't have that budget, they just don't know. So they are very depressed when they see like their bank statements or stuff like where's all my money going is a common phrase I hear. Well, if you don't have a budget, you're going to be saying that a lot. And I think that's going to be one of the things that you add an immense amount of knowledge to anybody that you work with.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I would say one of the challenges when I was doing financial planning and investment planning is you can't force people into creating a budget and following it.
Right.
And it seems like the major life events are generally when people actually get into, okay, now we got to get serious about it. And that obviously can be buying a house, buying a property, getting married, having a kid.
Right.
And this is a logical, one of the things when somebody's interested in buying that first property, well, they got to be serious about it.
Right. And then the next step is, as they trust your financial advice on the mortgage side is, hey, you know what, this is what your next step should be. It's the old Chinese proverb, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. So when you want to learn this aspect, you're going to seek it out, and it's really easy to. It's not super hard to find. I mean, you have the internet, that anybody can access, except for Mo. But but
do we fact check that is an actual old Chinese proverb?
It is.
That is.
It is.
Why does it have to be old?
Right,
because everything Chinese is old.
Maybe it's a new proverb.
Everything. Did you ever hear oh, look at this new thing from China? No, it's all old stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can't fight that.
Statistically, I'm right like 99% of the time.
That's fair.
It's your own book of numbers there, but that's okay.
Exactly. So
you can't prove or disprove anything. So,
right.
So, Chad, you've just been with us for a short period of time. You're just getting acclimated to this industry. What's your initial takes of it? Do you feel like like this is like something that's really, really good, or do you think man, this Cotter guy just full of shit?
Well, the good news is I've known you for long enough. I value your opinion. I know you're good at this job, and I do think there's a huge opportunity and need for people in this industry, both from a quality standpoint, a reliability standpoint, and the opportunity is never ending.
Right.
People are constantly buying, selling, upgrading, changing. They need to understand what's going on in financial markets, and so I think the opportunity is really huge right now.
Yeah, you offer a very unique value proposition with your experience in financial services, and then grasping this really, really quickly and being able to tie all that together. I mean, you're going to be a great referral partner, business partner, advisor because of everything that you kind of bring to the table.
Yeah, well, I hope so. That's the plan.
Real quickly, I'm going to shift gears real quick and talk about the Los Angeles Real Estate Rumble. If you guys are not familiar with our charity event, we have a Chicago Real Estate Rumble, and we have the second 2018 Los Angeles Rumble. So we're expanding to multiple cities throughout the United States. This is our second year in LA, and that's going to be November 15th. And we are actually going to be out in LA next week talking to Big Brothers Big Sisters, who's our sponsor. our beneficiary, and then talking to some potential sponsors. So if you have interest in the event, you want to participate, please reach out to me. I believe my information will be on the screen. If not, I'll be in the hashtag, so you can just reach out to me through Facebook, LinkedIn, through Instagram. However, you guys, you kids these days communicate. Reach
I'll
out
just put
to me.
out your home address.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just stop by, knock on your door.
And with that being said, we're just going to be real short today because of, again, the technical difficulties that were all to blame by Mo. So, John, any last comments?
I also have I've got a friend of mine coming on next week. Her name's Sherry Duffy. Great lady, high energy, does event planning all over the city. And on the screen right now, there's a graphic with an email address for her next event. It's called Patio in the Park. You can see the eventbrite.com on the screen. She'll be here next week to talk all about the event. It's taking place a week from tomorrow, so 8 days out right now. But other than that, sorry it was such a short episode. We were really hoping to get Mo to come in with the episode. He did a little live stream earlier. We just couldn't connect from studio to racetrack, but we're working on it. Haven't heard anything as far as smoke signals or anybody saying that they found him. He might be roaming around in the mountains.
A drum banging somewhere in the distance.
But Mo, come on back if you can. And if not, Ryan did a good job. So
yeah, if you get into a car crash, your seat is taken, buddy. So I think it probably behooves you to drive a little bit slower while you're out there.
Which is, in a race, I don't know if that's which is sort of kind of killing the reason for going. But as it stands, thanks Ryan for sitting in. Appreciate it. Thanks so much, Chad. Last minute, did great. Congratulations on BBMC.
Thank you.
Much success. Pretty strong. Keep working towards, you got a great life ahead of you. Good luck on the surgery. We'll keep everybody updated. And for now, I'm going to say we are out.
Peace.
Peace. In 3, 2,